What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Foodie show. Again, Dude Network is powered by Garage Beer. Glad y'all could be here with us.
Hey,
What's
absolutely.
up, everybody? And we are glad you could be here with us tonight,
That's right.
each and every night, Friday and Sunday, every week. We appreciate
Absolutely.
each and every one of you.
Without
Damon,
y'all, there would be no us.
yeah, it would just be a couple of dudes talking to themselves, which would just be like a day inside my mind. So that's
Yeah,
not good.
pretty much.
That's not good, right?
Yeah,
What
we
do you?
don't want to go.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll stay out of your mind. We'll stay out of your mind.
that's a safe bet for
That
everybody.
is a safe bet for everybody.
How the heck are you, my friend?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I mean, did a couple things yesterday. Kind of hung out with the wife cooking, and
Here you go.
I had most of a good night's sleep. Got called in at like 2 something in the morning. Wasn't that big of a deal. We got it all squared away, and then the last little bit was on a different guy in Oregon, a tech guy, computer guy.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I got to go home, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
The sacrifices we make.
Absolutely,
But
man. Hey, they're on their own right now. The phone
right.
just had to
I
ring.
turned the phone down. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I call someone else.
Oh man.
Oh man, what'd you do this weekend?
Some work around the house, work on some automobiles, a little bit of
Oof.
cooking, just random cooking though, just
Ugh.
nothing real fancy.
I don't like it, either one of those first two things.
Yeah, well, it is what it
Working
is.
on cars, dude, is like my nemesis, bro.
Really?
Unless it's like, dude, I mean, obviously I can change oil, brakes, like easy
Right.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Anything beyond that, I mean, I've changed windows and the motors and all that. Like, I've
Hmm.
gotten into cars, and dude, it's not for me. It's not for me.
Yeah. Well, my dad
Ooh.
was a mechanic, so pretty much grew up around it. So you either learn it or you just don't know anything.
Well, my dad and I helped him. He did, probably 2/3 of it mostly by himself, and I
Hmm.
helped with the rest. But it was while I was in high school too, right?
I gotcha.
We rebuilt the bottom half of the Chevy 350 and then rebuilt the top half.
Hmm.
And here's the bottom line, dude. But he's got 10,000 times more patience than I'll ever have.
Right.
I've just tried to make sure I make enough money where if something happens, I can at least take it to someone who knows about cars, like a friend or family, or a friend shop or something. Because
Yeah.
I just can't, just not that guy, man. I hate it.
Hey,
But that's
if I can do it, I'm gonna do
yeah,
it.
right. I hear you, and
Yeah,
I should be more like that. But
yeah, man.
we're not here to talk about cars. We're
That's
here to talk
right.
about
I mean,
food, everybody.
yeah, this ain't another car show.
Right. And so we just want to remind everybody we still have the give back giveaway going on. This is the
Mhm.
final week. You have
Yep.
until it's Thursday night or
Yeah.
or
What?
Wednesday night.
Well, what's the date?
I can't remember right
I
now.
don't know, man. I'm not good. I've lost track of everything.
Wednesday night. You have till Wednesday night at
Yep.
midnight Eastern Standard Time
There you go.
to either purchase some gear from Garage Beer or
True.
purchase something from Troubadour
Yep.
or buy a bottle of Zab and
That's
to
right.
get entered for a month-long giveaway.
Yep.
We are up to 3 prizes now. There are 3 prizes. We're trying to
Hmm.
keep it at like a 1 in 8 chance to win,
Yep.
which I mean you can't find those odds anywhere except for
Ah,
the Dude Network.
that's right.
So, and the more entries we get, if we get enough to stack up to the next tier,
Yep.
like 30, 32 area, another prize is added. So,
Hmm.
you know,
Hey, man, it's not stopping. So
right. And it's not stopping. And folks, I promise you, we have a huge month planned for February
yep.
on both the Dudes After Dark, DAD Pod on Friday night, and another foodie show. We got some cool stuff planned all for you
That's
guys.
right.
So
That's right.
please stick around, bring a friend. The
Tell all
more
your buddies.
and look, tell all your buddies, because the more entries we get, the
more
more
prizes.
prizes, which
Yep.
is the more chances for all of you guys to win. So continue to push this give back giveaway, and it doesn't even benefit us. It benefits the people who help us. And
That's
it's
right.
just our way of saying thank you, and our way of saying thank you to you guys as well. So
Absolutely.
we also do. We're going to give away a sample pack from who, Damon?
Unky's.
Mm.
Unky's seasoning. We're going to give a sample pack away tonight.
Right. I believe that's 4. Is it 4 pack? 4 seasonings?
I think it is 4.
It's 4 or 3, but I think it's the 4
Okay.
pack. I think. But we'll have our guests jump on and give us a hashtag for that. But yeah,
That's right.
Unky Seasoning, man. Dude's a firefighter. I mean, we work with a lot of vet-owned companies. He's an active emergency response
That is.
employee. He makes, he's a big foodie, makes some incredible seasonings, and
Yep.
a portion of every seasoning sold, period, goes back to a fighter fund that helps firefighters and their families in the case of an emergency or any type of situation that they might need some help. So really, really awesome. We appreciate Unky. We appreciate all his support. In fact, down in this corner down there, that dude approved, that's from Unky. So we, big supporter, big friend, Unky Seasonings, everybody.
That's right, man. That was a lot, man. You done good.
I did it. I feel like I did good on that one. I'm gonna hit B again.
Yeah, you done good, man. Proud of you. Proud of you.
But also, again, everybody, I know you're here not to just hear us ramble, because for some reason you guys still stick around if it's just us rambling.
Yeah.
But we got, good friend of the show, good friend of all ours, and a pretty big sensation on the internet these days.
Mm-hmm.
You guys around here, we call him Mr. Viral in a loving way.
Mm-hmm.
You guys might know him as Mr. So Good Bentley BBQ.
Bro.
Let's go.
What's happening?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Can't complain.
Hey, Johnson.
What's up?
That was pretty good. Bentley, was that so good? Pretty good.
I liked it.
I mean, that was like you practiced that for a minute.
I didn't. I thought about it. I'm like, dude, you should practice an intro with the So Good. And I'm like, if you practice it, you'll just bumble through it trying to remember. I'm all, just go for it.
I thought Bentley screamed from the green room.
Hey, so the boss, the boss is rubbing off on me. I got some intros
man,
under my belt now.
I see that, man. That's awesome.
Oh, man. So how's your weekend going, Bentley?
All right, it's been good. Did a little cooking yesterday. Went to Top Golf today. Hit some golf balls around a little bit.
That's always fun. You ever play any courses?
I used to, but man, I haven't played in years.
Yeah,
kids,
me either.
Kids and making food videos is about all I do these days.
Right, it's been a long time for me as well.
Yeah, like I said, I hadn't played golf. I'm like, I can't play golf. But
I'm much better at disc golf than I am at real golf, Damon. Just so you know.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
No.
Yeah. I still.
You guys ever been to Top Golf?
Yep, and I blew my elbow out.
I haven't yet. Ooh, really?
It's
not blew
fun,
it out, but I mean it hurt for a couple of days afterwards.
See, I played baseball and water polo, man, and I had a problem of whipping my arm really fast, and I got some wear and tear on that right arm.
Right in, yep.
Yeah, you don't have to be good at golf to go Top Golf.
You're right. You're right.
Hitting targets. If you can get it to roll in one of them holes, you get points.
Yeah, see, I've done a few. I mean, I've been to driving ranges and stuff like that, but I haven't been to Top Golf yet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think the closest one to me is probably like an hour away, though.
That's about how it is here.
Oh, is it?
Ours is about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Away from us, so. Which I live out in the country, so.
Right.
We're not close. We're about 30 minutes from everything.
Yeah.
You go grocery shopping once a week.
There's no such thing as like, hey, I'm just gonna walk to the store real quick.
Yeah. We got a local grocery store about 7 or 8 minutes away, but
Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah. Okay.
any of the bigger stuff like towns and cities stuff is a pretty good bit away.
Right.
Gotcha.
So, hey, before we get into anything more, real quick, tell us how this all started for you, man. How did you start posting on social media and become this super sensation?
Well, I really just I joined TikTok back in 2020 and just to get on there and read and watch videos and stuff, and then I did a couple of cooking videos and I kind of liked it, which if you were to go back and watch my first ones, I sounded drunk doing my voiceovers, and I was nervous, I guess. But anyways, I've just kind of gotten better as I went along, learning how to film and good angles to hit and stuff like that, and how to get better quality, videos.
That's right.
Okay. Right.
But it's my hobby now. So then I started Instagram and TikTok. Instagram and Facebook. I don't mess around with YouTube as much. I need to post more on there, but seems like it's tougher to get views and followers on there.
That's
than it is
the
anywhere.
rough grind one right there for sure. But you got a decent following everywhere else that it might not take you as rough of a climb to get those first few milestones as everybody else. I mean, at least that's what I hope for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just time consuming trying to keep up with 3 and
right.
adding another one just
Then it becomes a part-time job.
Yeah.
And it's like we all work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if all I had to do was cooking videos. That'd be fun.
Right.
You'd probably get old after a while having to do it every day.
Right.
Well, that's when you just get big enough.
With it.
That's when you get big enough. You just do like one really good long, like 15-20 minute video on YouTube every week and just post clips from it all week long on everywhere else. And
true.
So it's like you film one good dinner, maybe 2, then you're good for a little while,
Yeah.
At least in my mind, that's my goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get you a film crew as well.
Well, hiring interns now. At Red Stapler Productions. Red Stapler Productions.
You heard it here first.
Right. So
I know that's what Heath Rawls. I asked him one time what kind of camera he was using. He said, "I don't know. I got a film crew."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay. So you got that kind of money. Let's go.
So you got to hang out with Heath, didn't you, at one time?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't got to hang out with him yet. He said he was building a like a film smokehouse type deal, kind of like Malcolm Reed did. So that's going to be interesting to see when he gets done with that.
Okay.
I hope to go cook with him sometime. That'd be awesome.
Hey, that'd be real good, man. That'd be real good.
Yeah, I had a chance to go to Memphis in May and hang out with Malcolm Reed, but I didn't get to go. Kevin went. He got to hang out with him. They allowed like the ambassadors to go back there with him and hang out.
That's cool. Yeah, that's on our list to get to eventually. Memphis in May.
And the Royals.
Definitely want to hit some of the big ones eventually, but sheesh, bud. Between
I'd like to go over there. That's a pretty cool event they have.
Right. I really want to go to the Royal. That's the one I want to go to.
Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I think if we go to any one, we need to try to hit the Royal.
Where's that? Where's it at? Isn't it? It's out west, isn't it?
Kentucky area?
No, Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, Kansas City. That's what it was. Kansas City. I said Kentucky. I'm going to say Kansas somewhere. That's what I meant to say. Got my
Yeah,
K's
they have a
mixed up,
ton of
folks.
people compete in that one, I think.
Right.
Mhm.
Well,
They're cool when
Grubbs,
they go to.
our buddy Grubbs, he got 10th walk for sausage at the Broil last year.
That's awesome.
Shout out Grubbs.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Sausage
that
king.
that would be a fun one to go to. There's that one has a ton of big names, but it also has you can qualify for the Royal through like those weird competitions where like, oh, this one's a qualifier. So if you end up placing there, you're good to go. And like the Jack and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so like you get to see I feel maybe a little bit wider of a range of competition, which seems cool to me. So
Hmm. So Bentley, what's a typical? I mean, we see all the barbecue stuff and
right.
everything. What's a typical weeknight cook around the house for you and the family?
I usually just like spaghetti or, grilled cheeses.
Yeah,
Something quick
Yeah,
and simple. It all depends
right.
on with the kids playing sports. We have to do something quick to get back on the road and go to their games and stuff like that. But
yeah, yeah.
uh, you know, and we eat a lot of leftovers from stuff I do, which I
Hey,
carry a lot of that to. I carry a lot of that to work,
Right.
nothing wrong with that.
so my employees eat good.
Right. That's the thing is like I used to post little things like stories and stuff like, hey, when you're cooking all the time, lunches are sure good.
Yeah, I like the ones where you come into work and be like, hey, I seen where you posted so and so. Why didn't you bring the leftovers? Or like,
Oh yeah,
well
I
Oh,
get that a
dude.
lot.
that cook was like 3 weeks ago. Them leftovers
Dude,
been in
I
the
get
truck.
that all the time. Like,
Yeah,
hey, is there any of that pasta left?
yeah,
Like, no.
yeah.
Oh,
That was a couple of weeks ago cook.
right, right.
I
Either that
cooked.
or
I
go ahead,
cooked
Bentley.
lobster for. I've never cooked lobster. I cooked it for the first, or lobster tails. I
Okay.
cooked it for the first time yesterday in the roto queue. I did it with uh like some sausage, smoked sausage. I cut it up in little uh coin size pieces and put it in the basket and
Okay.
spun it and then cooked some vegetables and
Ooh.
it went good with it.
Nice.
I've had lobster several times. I love lobster. I'm a big seafood guy.
Mm,
But smoking them indirect on my Weber is probably my most favorite way I've ever had lobster ever.
Yeah,
Like there's
I'm
something
definitely
about
gonna
barbecued lobster.
do some more of it. As Alex with Roto Q came to see me this weekend, and uh, he he said, "I don't ever see you cook seafood," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I need to do some more." I guess one reason, it cooks so quick. I like when I'm barbecuing. I like something that takes a while to cook.
right.
Same.
I want to
Right.
chill out, and
Right.
seafood just cooks up real quick. But I'm gonna start doing some more.
Hey,
Yeah.
shrimp's always good too. Shrimp's quick and easy. Good
Oh,
as.
dude.
Yeah,
I've
I
done
love shrimp.
right. And shrimp, dude, on the barbecue, right over the hot coals real quick, just grilled on both sides, in a cast irons, kind of sauteed or
Mhm.
whatever with some smoke in it like that. Um, there's a lot yeah, shrimp's
Yeah.
real good on the barbecue. Well, that's why they said another shrimp on the bobby,
Ooh.
right?
But that was chicken though.
Yeah, whatever.
Nah, I'm picking. I really don't
I
know.
know. I heard it in a movie once.
Yeah. Which movie?
A couple.
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind though is Dumb and Dumber, and when she says she's from Austria, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh," and he does the Australian accent
Yeah,
because he's a buffoon. So, out of all the things you got in your backyard, what's your favorite rig to cook on? And tell us what you got to cook on.
oh gosh, My favorite are the drums. I love the way the
Which one?
drums.
Right, Damon, we are behind, brother.
I'm way behind.
I've got. Let's see. I've got a Blackstone 30 inch. I've got pit barrel drum, the 55 gallon version. I've got one I got out of Louisiana, a 55 gallon drum, and I've got a Badger barrel. It's made by Pit Barrel. They
Oh,
made it
okay.
kind of cheaper, made it more affordable, so they made it a little bit cheaper. But it's still a great smoker. I've got two full size gas grills, and I've got a tabletop Green Mountain.
Dang, bro.
Right.
That's
I
the
knew
thing.
I knew he had quite a few, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's
damn.
that's the whole compound, bro.
I
Right.
got a Green Mountain. It's the full size. Traeger Ironwood 85. Um, and I got a new one in this week. It's Bacana, I think's the name of it. It's a
Okay.
Brazilian style grill. It has
Oh shit.
it's going to be pretty neat. I think it's made like cooked picanha, or I mean you can cook
Right.
anything on it,
Ooh,
but
okay.
it's got like seven long rotisserie things that you put in it, and it spins them all.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
the guy said
Yeah. Sick.
he spent a good bit of time in Brazil, and when he got back here, he had to build his way the way he could cook Brazilian food. So I'll be trying that out, and I was
Yeah,
trying to think if there was any more I have. I've got so many. I'm
that's
trying to.
what
I've
that's
got a
what I was
couple
saying. I
of them
don't
that
even know how you kept up with that many.
Right.
uh, I've got a tabletop griddle. I use it a lot. It's from Monument. I hope they. I'm got a partnership with them, and I'm hoping that they produce a full size griddle. Their main focus is gas grills, and I don't cook on the gas grills that much, but it is pretty convenient to fire up, and I get
Right.
it
Mhm.
and cook steak. On the I put a set of grill grates on it, and you can put out
Right.
some good food with it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They got their
It,
place for sure.
mhm.
They're worth having one in the arsenal.
That's right.
I'll say it like that.
Oh, and I got a offset from Old Country Barbecue Pits. It's their newest one.
Mm.
It's the
Oh.
Gen 2, and the firebox on that thing. It's like 2 inches of insulation, so you
Wow.
don't burn as much wood in it. But
Mm-hmm.
I just got it, I think, in November, and I've done a couple of cooks on it. But if the weather will start cooperating,
Right.
I'm ready to do some more ribs on that thing.
What? Okay. Speaking of that, what's your favorite protein to cook on all these contraptions you have?
My favorite thing is, believe it or not, is the deer poppers. That's my
Ooh.
that's my favorite meat, and I've got a guy that works for me. He deer hunts all the time, so he's got my freezer filled up for me.
Hey,
Deer meat.
I've been having a dude do the same thing with waterfowl, man. I love it. It's the best hunting I've ever
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
When
gonna
people
have to
bring
buy
it
a
to you,
bigger
that's even better.
freezer.
I'm hoping on Monday he comes back and say like, "Hey, there's a couple bags in the back." Dude, like the last few weeks, he's like, "Hey, do you want a couple snow geese, speckle belly, and some spoonies?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's
Yeah.
like, "In my truck."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I gotta get me up. I gotta get up with a good fisherman. I had one.
Right.
The place I used to work, I used to make him ribs, and he'd bring me crappie. And
There you go.
I love crappie. No, so I
Yeah,
need
I've
to try
never
to get
had
a.
crappie.
Yeah, it's real good. It's a real
Yeah.
white flaky fish.
Right.
Mhm.
It's good to you can grill it or um, fry it. One way that I need to do a video on it. Get a bag of potato chips and crush them up. Get you a layer in like a 9 by 13 pan, and then lay your fish out in it, and
Mhm.
crinkle chips over the top of it, and then put you a bunch of butter on top, and then put it in the oven. I think it's like at 350 for like 20 or 25 minutes,
Hmm.
and they turn out delicious.
Hmm.
Do you throw the tails away?
They bring it to me already filleted. I don't mess with them.
Dang it. That's the best part.
The tails?
Yeah, the tail part, you fry it up real hard. It's just like a
Like
potato
a
chip.
chip?
Yep.
Really?
I had never tried that. I'll have to try that.
Huh.
It's
Now,
kind of like a red snapper. The throats are the best part on the red snapper.
And I've
the
never tried
throats?
that though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that. That's interesting.
yeah. If you go deep sea fishing, and for red snapper, if you don't tell the deckhands that you want the throats, they'll keep them for themselves. I don't blame them. I would too.
Right. It's like you go take a guy out and he doesn't know anything about a deer. You're definitely keeping that backstrap.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you can keep whatever you want. Thanks for helping. Oh, all
Yep.
right.
Mhm.
a lot of them will keep the inner tenderloins, the small ones.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
They call that. There's a bunch of different names for it.
Right.
One of them's the preacher's meat. You carry them to the preacher because you missed church going hunting.
Right. I never heard that one.
I
That's
was
good.
I never heard it called that.
The
Learn
then
something
that's
new.
everybody says something about backstraps. All of that is the loin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
kind of like a pork loin
right,
Mhm.
exactly.
That's
on the
right.
deer. Yeah,
It's the filet mignon of the deer. Or no,
yeah.
I'm sorry. It would be yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the filet mignon's a tenderloin. So what's the loin of the
Yeah, the
deer?
little
I mean
because
the
the
steak.
tenderloin's a little
You
short
talking
piece.
You're
about
right.
the backstrap.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's
big
that called
backstraps. They're
on a
long.
beef? I can't remember right now.
Uh,
It'd
yeah.
be the eye of the
I guess that
ribeye.
would be
That's what
your.
that'd
That'll
be.
be your.
It's the eye of the ribeye.
I had the
Yeah,
rib. Mhm.
Yeah, that's what
or
that would have to be.
or it might be strip loin. I would think, like your New York strip, the strip loin. I don't
Might
know.
be.
Mm.
It might be. Because I know when you cut pork chops, like bone-in pork chops, that's the loin you're cutting. You
Yeah,
can't take out a loin of a pig and get pork chops. You have to do one or the other.
yeah.
So
Speaking of
yeah,
pork
man.
chops, man, I ordered some of the ribeye pork chops. I ordered it from Wild Fork. Uh, they've got places in Texas, and there's one down in Florida. That's where mine comes from. But I got some Berkshire ribeye pork chops, and those are the best dang pork chops I've ever had in my life. They were just
Yeah, I was good.
phenomenal.
That's what I can say. Them big thick ones you doing.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like
I
the
had never had
Iowa
any.
cut or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Iowa chops they call them.
I had never had any Berkshire, but man, they were about $15 a pork chop, but they were worth it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, one pork chop would feed two people easy.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. That's it.
Unless you're
Like
hungry.
at least that's what they call them out here. Like the big, thick cut bone-ins, they call them Iowa chops
Mm.
for
Yeah, I
whatever
think they were
reason.
labeled on the website as pork ribeyes or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I mean, I butcher pig every year. I've cut them. I found the brisket one year, or whatever. I don't know if it would be called that, but whatever pectoral muscle, same thing on a cow, but in the same area as a pig.
Yeah, pork
No,
brisket. Yeah, I've cooked
yeah,
one of those. I
yeah.
got one from me and Kevin did like a few years ago. We did a virtual cook where we both cooked a pork brisket. He would do a portion of the video, and I did a portion of the video.
Yeah.
It didn't really do too good, but we had fun doing it.
Always the one you work the most at. Right?
Oh yeah, the one you think ain't gonna that you just post for, just randomly are the ones that go viral.
Yeah, I posted one that was just me lighting a charcoal chimney because I needed to post something that day, and that one went. I'm like, whatever.
That's
Whatever.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It's
You're right.
just wild.
But
It
you
is.
are right.
Yeah, it's some weird phenomenon. But hey, I think we let him wait in the back room long enough. We got a special guest coming tonight, Bentley. No?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. We don't. I apologize. I lied. Oh, no. Yeah, we do have a special guest. We do have a special guest. Super, super special. The man himself, the Prince of the Poors, Tony the Dude Lane.
What up?
What's
What's
up,
up,
Tony?
man?
Oh, I
Well,
thought you had no volume for a second because we didn't hear
oh,
that can pop at all.
maybe this microphone for $40 was better than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Bentley,
Do
I
you
know
dye
one
your
girl.
beard?
What's that?
Do you dye your beard? I don't see any salt in that beard at all.
No, there's some in there. Didn't have any before I met you.
Oh,
Hey, speaking of which, this Bentley, I know one girl you don't got, and that's that Ninja wood fire. That thing's getting dusty out in my garage. You may not.
What, have you used that thing twice?
I think I'm up to 6. But hey, it worked
I
out.
want one,
shout
but I'm
out!
not
Hey,
paying
shout out
$400
Ninja!
for it.
Shout out Ninja!
I did take that thing out to Ocean City, New Jersey, to do that braided pork loin, so that worked out pretty good. It kept kicking the damn breaker.
Oh, shoot.
What?
You had to
Does it
keep
use
hitting
that much
reset.
juice?
Yeah, it was. I got one of the first ones, so I'm wondering if there was some initial.
No. They had a bunch of other stuff plugged in on that same circuit. That's the only way that happened.
Yeah, it was on one. It was on one of the EFCI. Is that what it is? The
GFCI, ground
right,
fault circuit interrupter. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that, man. You should.
And that could have been weak.
No, because what happens is, was
Well,
it a commercial?
so the thing is, it did it on 2 different outlets. It did it once there, and it did it on my front porch, which had nothing else hooked up to it except for maybe a few things inside. So it was like 2 different outlets. So that's why I was like, well, that's a consistent issue.
Okay,
Huh.
well, yeah, that's a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, I get it on one, and be like, yeah, freak thing, but it's done it to 2. So I'm like, yeah, if nothing else can be hooked up. It's kind of like running like a super powered, if you hook up like 2 like space heaters on the same thing, they'll kick the breaker.
Yeah, like in old houses when the microwave is going, and then your sister or whatever got a blow dryer hair in the bathroom. Half the house go out.
It's got like this attachment to this thing on it. It's pretty big. So what you got there? Is that a pink Stanley there, Bentley?
It's an Arctic.
Oh, the real.
Oh, I like Arctic. I like
Hey,
Arctic.
that's Prince of the Poors approved right there.
Right. Shout out Arctic.
Arctic's makes a good product. Have you ever seen the test like side by side with Yeti and like Arctic smoked it?
Like smoked it.
Yeah.
No, we did. My daughter did one with a Stanley and a Orca, and she put like 5 pieces of ice in the cup and let it sit overnight. And there was still ice in the Orca, and there wasn't a Stanley, but all the Stanley lovers went crazy in the comments, like the Orca cup's so much smaller and all this stuff.
Yeah, they had or losers.
I'm like, my daughter's just having fun,
Right.
No, can't do it.
You're not allowed to have fun anymore.
Nope, that is not.
Internet is serious business, folks.
That is not A-OK. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the people that go nuts about the washing your chicken. So every time I get a chance, I throw it directly out of the pack into like my whatever cooker I'm using or whatever to let them know that I didn't wash it, so I can get some of those good comments.
Well,
we're not supposed to wash chicken.
I had one, dude.
I don't.
It was a steak video, and I said medium rare, and it went ballistic. Facebook had everything to say about what I was calling medium rare. Like, whoa, my bad.
It was a steak.
Read my mind.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get too far, Tony and my ESP went off at the same time. The Unkies giveaway tonight. Bentley.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
We need a hashtag for
We need
this.
a hashtag, Bentley.
So good.
So good. Hashtag.
Well, that
so
was
good.
easy. I mean, yeah.
But
Yeah, Damon helped me come up with that idea.
Oh, too low, too slow.
So yeah, Unkies. Yeah. I do use Unkies.
Is it the 4 or 3 pack, Tony?
It is the 4.
It's the 4 pack. So hashtag so good, everybody. Everybody in the comments, hashtag so good for a chance to win some Unkies seasoning.
That's good stuff too.
It is good stuff. Right on, Bentley.
It really is. I was looking it up here because I know there's some extra things that makes his a little special, and it's like the no MSGs and no gluten.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it also please go support Unkies. It helps support firefighters and first responders, all that good stuff in times of need. So
Facts.
That's a huge, huge deal.
All right, so let's try that again. But yeah, I love Unky seasoning. The garlic and herb I use all the time. Elizabeth salt, solid. The Coastal Cajun is probably in this one, as well as the Chipotle, which is yeah. So how's everything going over there, Bentley? I mean, how we doing down in the south? Probably nice and warm out there. You look nice and comfy.
Well, it's been like really warm this week, about 65, 70, but we were iced in the house last week. We were iced in for about a week. The roads were just solid sheets of ice. It went from that to a week later, like this past Friday, it was 65 degrees, but if you go back a week, we were below freezing for like 85 straight hours, which is kind of crazy. It's crazy down here for that to happen.
Yeah, it's been a wild freaking couple of weeks. I mean,
you guys have had a rough go over on the east side this year.
Well, we've got a normal. This is the normal go for us. I mean, all 4 seasons in one day. It's them southern boys that are struggling. Right. See what happens? The gets a couple of ice down there. The whole country goes in a tizzy.
That's not totally true. That's not totally true. It always snows in Buffalo, but in one day, they got their entire amount of snow they usually get for the month of January. Like, it's been rough out there for everybody. That's a lot of extra snow.
Stuff like that happens like once every 10 years down here, so we don't have the equipment and stuff like they do.
We weren't ready.
That's what we was talking beforehand. Is like, Wednesday of last week, it was like 80 degrees here. And then now, before I come upstairs, I had to cut the heat on because it's back in the 50s again. I mean, just that quick. I was like, geez, give me one.
Yeah, I was all right, though. The power didn't go out, so I was happy.
Oh, yeah. If you got power, yeah.
I've been miserable.
Yeah, that's when things take a turn for a different type of environment in the house.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, go ahead, Tony.
No, say real quick on the. I felt like I didn't give him like a really good shout out on this.
Right. I wanted to.
Yeah, non-GMO, gluten free, no MSG, preservatives free, and it's got the Elizabeth salt, garlic herb, Coastal Cajun, and Chipotle. Plus, it's actually a pretty solid deal. It's like $20 for all 4 of these, so it's not often you can try 4 seasonings for $20. So, yep. So, thank you, Unky, again for doing that for us. Continue on. Hashtag so good.
That was pretty good, Tony.
Yeah, I've listened to it now for about 4 years, so
apparently I nailed it. So,
all right, let's hear it.
Yours was better, Jonathan.
Oh, you heard it here first. That
is bullshit.
But yours was still good, Tony.
All right, I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
Hey, right.
I was about to I was about to mail you that wood fire tomorrow, but never mind.
Welcome, East
That's all
Coast
right.
Kellys. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate
you ain't giving that thing away.
No, sir. No, sir. In all honesty, man, that was like my first like big free thing. My first like really like cool, like big money item I got for free. You
Yeah,
know, I
they
got
turned
like,
me down. They wouldn't give me one.
it was through Bear Mountain that hooked me up. That's how I got that because
Okay.
Bear Mountain did the pellets for him, and Bear Mountain got
Yeah.
so many to give away, and I was one of the smaller ones that was big enough because I didn't have any other like contracts with anybody else, so I didn't have any problem at all. And they just went ahead and asked me if I wanted one. I was like, hell yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's how I got the
Ninja. It's been a couple years ago, but I like applied for their ambassador or whatever, like, and they turned me down. So
Yeah, it happens, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well,
I got
So,
plenty of grills.
right.
Well, out of all the ones you got in the last 12 months, which one? I mean, is your most favorite? You guys already got that one?
No, we went over all his ones, but yeah. Oh no, we did. Yeah,
I don't even
drums.
think I listed all of them, but yeah, I like the drum smokers are my favorite, but
They are awesome.
I really need one. I really want one bad.
The ceramic Primo is really blew my mind how fuel efficient it is, man. I bought a big old bag of B&B lump charcoal when I first got it, and I did like 4 cooks that were over 6 hours long, and I still had about a quarter of the bag left. It was crazy, just how efficient it is. And once you get that thing dialed in on temperature, it'll stay at that temperature as long as you keep her shut, lid shut and everything. It don't spike or anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting one for a while.
I heard
it's
the Primos.
It's getting to be about time.
I heard Primos is where
I hear you.
Yeah, I got to work with that. Our buddy TC Barbecue. Shout out Proudy. He's got a couple of those drums, and we used them for the pop up. And the flavor, man, like it's
that fat smoke is totally a different realm, man.
I'm telling you, man, he was cooking briskets on those things and in like 4 or 5 hours, and they were just as good as anything because at that point it's all about the rest time. At that point you're just racing to get there and let it roll. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, them briskets, they were. I don't compliment, I compliment a lot of briskets, but there were some I was like, I rarely go out. I'm like, look, man, like that was like a freaking solid. I was like, man, that's a freaking solid brisket. One's like, I'll cook. I was like, no, he's got it under control. Like, yeah, he's got it. Yeah,
I like them, and the cleanup. There's very little cleanup to do with them.
You just dump that basket,
Yeah.
Right.
And those things, the pit barrel, it runs a little bit hotter, but those other ones, you can get them. They're real comfortable about 275. You can get them dialed in, and it'll stay consistent as long as you keep that. As long as you keep that lid on. When you start opening that lid, it will spike up pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I just got a little cheap ass. I mean, Johnsy's seen my little ceramic coated, like fake Kamado thing I got.
Hey, I rocked some chicken off it.
Yeah.
I
mean, I smoked
flat iron.
Flat iron on there.
Yeah, it got a little hot on.
Primo did I guess they put all theirs in this big furnace type thing that gets up to like 2,500 degrees, and they put some of the other Kamados in there. They didn't call anybody out, but you could tell what brand they were. They had a green egg, and it cracked. And Kamado, it melted down pretty good. And some of them some of the cheaper ones just like melted to nothing. But I think that's how they bake their paint on their grills. They do that to every one of them, every one of the Primos. And I think it's the only one that's actually made in the U.S. too. I might be wrong, but
I don't know. But if you are, you just fired a shot. That is a fact. That is a fact. I might as well went and said wash chicken. I mean, Jesus, Bentley, what are you trying to do over here? Go over here and start your shenanigans.
Wait, you guys don't wash your chicken?
Yeah, I use don't.
That's what I told Nombre.
Yeah,
I always lick it for good luck. Is that bad?
Yeah.
That
Well,
explains
before
a
I
lot.
wash, I do that obviously.
Yeah, I like the ones with the yellow dots, like the 88. Man, I tell you what, you buy some 88-cent chicken thighs, people like stop that video, inspect that chicken through. Like, I mean, oh my God, that was nuts.
Is that mold? Like, mold doesn't grow like that on meat. Thank you very much.
One lady's like, "Why didn't you wash your chicken?" I was like, "Because I cooked it to 205. Jesus, what do you want from me?" You know, and she's like, "That don't kill everything." And I'm like, "What?"
No,
like, did we go to the same self training classes? I mean,
yeah,
washing your chicken does one thing and one thing only: spread chicken germs in your kitchen. That's it.
I mean, that's it.
I don't care what anybody says. Come at me,
now,
internet.
I will
Come at
say,
me.
I will do everything possible to not put raw chicken on my wood cutting board.
Yeah,
I will avoid
Yeah,
that.
that's a little different.
Them little, they're like a couple bucks at Lowe's, like them marble tiles. So like the sample pieces, they make a badass chicken cutting board, man, for raw chicken because they're nice and big, and you can sit there and season everything up.
Food grade plastic's good for chicken because you can wash that off thoroughly.
Yeah, for the sake of easiness, you just put it over, rinse off some soap, and you're good to go.
I have cut raw chicken on my wood cutting boards. I just clean them off immediately right after.
Yeah, it happened. But, I just try to be conscious of it. I try to be
like, I don't do it like.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Yeah, I cooked some chicken wings, and I threw them right out of the pack into the fryer, and somebody was commenting about how I didn't wash it, and I said, "Well, 375-degree oil cleaned it up pretty good."
Like, people, what are you thinking?
They're not.
Like I even had some of those wings that still had like little feathers sticking out, and I just left them on there hoping to get some comments about it.
Right? Hell yeah, bring it on.
Then you could have responded to it with you like picking some like chicken out of your teeth, like what people thought was the chicken feather. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I should have pulled it out and said, "I got me a good toothpick."
The internet would have broke if you did that. You would have broke the internet. They can't even handle medium rare steak.
No.
You know the biggest thing about that I cannot get over is besides all the people who say it's completely undercooked or it's completely overcooked for medium rare, and I'm like, okay. What is this? What is the scale that we're measuring this against? Because it can't be way undercooked or way overcooked. It can't be both of those. But like literally, it was the entire comments, almost 800 of them, were centered. It was divided up into three people. Terribly like raw. They said raw, undercooked, blah blah blah. They said overcooked, or they said perfect. Like it can't be all three.
Right.
Yeah, and if you ever do a video like cooking a steak and you don't cut into it, then they assume that they'll automatically assume that you overcooked it or something.
Yeah, I just got hammered by my cousin in the comments a little bit ago about he's always waiting to see the final product of my video. Whatever.
We do too when we try to eat it.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Layup.
I wasn't gonna say no. We're gonna say.
I mean, it was too easy, boys.
It doesn't matter though, because there was
it was like worth every damn day. It just gave us more time to drink beer. That's all.
There was literally just a little bit of noodles left for Tony to eat the next day, so I don't want to hear it.
And then I
maybe like 3 pieces of meat at the most.
Yeah,
I roasted that damn flat iron. Hey, shout out Garage Beer! Shout out Garage Beer!
They fueled that whole meal.
I thought that was
Right.
awesome. You know what's a happy moment when you thought your beer was empty, you're going to shout out an empty beer, and it was still half full.
Nice.
Hey, and what I did was, hey, we're all three low and slow guys. And I just gave you low and slow Alfredo. That's all it was. You guys complain about all the hours, but yeah,
Okay. Gotcha.
that's what it was.
Bentley, you a hippie hipster guy on the socials. Trendy vibes or reels that's going around cooks. You done any of them? If you did, what's your favorite one?
I guess probably the smoked cream cheese. We actually did. There's a viral spaghetti that I haven't done a video with it yet, but I want to. We actually made the recipe and it was really good. It's you put spaghetti sauce and Alfredo sauce in the spaghetti.
Oh yeah,
and it turned out, man. We started doing our spaghetti that way.
So hey,
now
take that
sauce. The
make
smoked
it
cream
into
cheese is great.
Take that half ragu, half bechamel, Alfredo sauce, whatever, and make it in like a lasagna style soup. That is.
That's funny you mentioned that. We've got a local bakery here, and they do some lunch specials occasionally, and they had a lasagna soup Friday, and it was out of this world.
Yeah, I really wish I would have wrote my recipe down that I did a long time ago. Like my wife was passing it out to friends that came by, took it to her aunt. Like, you got to try this.
Yeah,
it was really, but that was so many years ago before I even cared what I was doing. Right. So,
yeah, the smoked cream cheese with some Zab on it.
Right.
Out of this world.
Zab.
Add some candied jalapenos to it.
I did a meal with some Zab tonight, man.
Hey,
Bentley's on record saying privately, I'll expose one part of our private conversation. He said that was some of the best smoked cream cheese he ever had.
I'm telling you, do not sleep on Zab in Alfredo or cream sauces.
Dude,
I put it
in my mashed potatoes tonight.
I believe it. Solid, I bet. Oh, dude, man, that's a fantastic idea.
When those peppers opened up, dude, and you got them pieces of pepper throughout that, oh, man.
I would probably mortar and pestle mine or run it through the grinder.
I like
because the peppers. No, but check it out. In the mortar and pestle, the peppers still stay big. They still stay bigger. So everything else just grinds. So it could be a perfect blend of everything, but you would still have big enough chunks of peppers to bloom in that. Oh yes, I'm into it.
Yeah, I love doing the sweet peppers with cream cheese and putting that on it instead of the other everything bagel seasoning. It's
up at the tailgate, I took those mini sweet peppers and I stuffed them with cream cheese and then topped them with some of that beef bacon on there and grilled them, and then that
with
cream
the Zab.
Cheese, yeah, with the they did have cream cheese with the Zab mixed in.
Yep.
Hell yeah, yep. Yeah, instead of having bacon, I just did mini stuff, and it was a pretty badass little tailgate food.
I had never had beef bacon until I got some back when Black Hawk Farms was. I was an ambassador for them. They stopped selling to the public and started just selling to restaurants. But I ordered some beef bacon from them, and it blew my mind how good that stuff was.
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
it's really
if
good.
anybody's
you can't find it hardly. Where are you getting yours at, Tom?
It's definitely
Friction Farms sells beef bacon.
Family Farms.
But
that's
Dalton Farms up here locally has it, and they just, speaking of which, I had dinner, me and Alyssa had dinner with them, Edward and Rebecca this past week, and I got the new black peppered beef bacon.
Ooh, I bet that's good.
Whatever, dude.
I can't wait. I'm waiting for.
I get $15 pecanias. I get peppered beef bacon.
No, Johnsy. All I'm doing is keeping you motivated, bro.
Oh, I'm motivated. Yeah. I'm like, dude, F everything. I'm leaving tonight.
But no, I mean, I'm telling you, man. Oh, yeah. I just challenge everybody. If you don't have access, if you don't want to get a Frickson box or call Dalton, or if you got like a little local farmer to you or a butcher shop, just go check it out. I mean, because you can get some pretty cool. Every butcher's got their own stuff, and everybody you can go to a certain butcher to get certain things. Sometimes
I don't know why they don't sell that like in the grocery stores, because it would sell. I don't get it, but
yeah.
Real quick, guys, before we go any further, hashtag so good. Hashtag so good. Get you entered tonight for a 4-pack sampler of Unky seasoning.
Yep.
You got that box, Tony, real quick?
Yes,
right
right here.
So that right there, nice little seasoning set from a really good dude, man. He's a firefighter. Portion of all the sales from Unkies go to a firefighter fund that funds, in times of need, families, etc. All that. Really awesome people. Good friend of the Dude Network for sure.
Firefighters get hurt, helps their expenses or
Right.
Hospital bills, whatever.
So definitely go support them. Support all the small businesses. Remember, the Give Back giveaway is still going on. This is it. This is it, folks. Everything you've heard about this month. Thursday, January 31st at midnight on the East Coast. So midnight Eastern Standard Time, or EDT, whatever they're calling it these days. And it ends. Any purchase from any bottle of Troubadour seasoning is an entry. Any bottle of Zab purchase is an entry.
We need 5 more.
Buy Garage Beer merch. 10-4, Tony. 10-4, buddy. Any Garage Beer merch, and that's a few entries. I believe 4. So, folks,
4 entries.
This is the last week to get in. We need 5 more, and there will be another prize added. So,
and it is our new. We're not even releasing this shirt until the website's up, but we will get you one now. So we need 5 more entries.
A cool new shirt, yes.
Which will be, I think, 4 prizes for 30 entries. So it's like less than 1 in 8. So it's pretty solid.
Yeah. Trying to keep it really awesome for everybody. So definitely get into that. Thanks for everybody watching. Hashtag so good to all the new folks. Back to the show. We'll do that. We'll do the drawing like five minutes after or so. What'd you say?
I said fuck San Francisco.
I'd rather be them than the Chiefs.
Nope. Detroit robbed themselves.
I know. I heard. I just saw. Well, I saw in the chat.
Both teams robbed themselves today.
Yeah.
What is that game over yet?
So who is it?
It's San Francisco
and the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We get Taylor Swift and
I'm done with it, dude.
You get Eminem and Taylor.
Nah, I'm over it. I am over.
They're gonna lose this stuff and shake.
But I'm still gonna go ahead and I'm still gonna do some tailgate food though. So
I ain't even watching.
All right, so hey, real quick, we'll you can sidebar here. This is our show. Who we all going for?
Well, it was Baltimore, but not no more.
Right, same.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm going for Frisco. Sorry.
Yeah, anybody but KC. Anybody but
I'm sorry.
KC.
Yeah.
So I know your wife's excited on this one, John.
She's sure excited. She'll be excited. But yeah, I have to go with that one.
So
yeah, I mean we had to go San Fran because of Debo. That's the old Carolina boy.
Okay.
Hey,
go
shout out Debo. Right.
Go Cox. I'm in. That's all I needed.
We just sold Tony for sure.
Yep. I'm in.
Who we got, Bentley? Who we got?
Yeah, I'm definitely going for the 49ers. I don't like the Kansas City Swifties.
You look like a Swiftie. You look like you know.
Hey, don't come on here to insult our guests, Tony.
Yeah. No, I thought he was insulting us because he was talking crap about our girlfriend.
That must be your girlfriend.
Yeah, definitely. I want no
Damon,
part
don't
of
act
that.
like it. Hey,
No, I don't
hey,
want
hey.
no part of that.
I mean,
Hey,
I know you got.
I got the shower videos of you, and no one was. You didn't think I was
Hey,
looking. I mean,
don't make me say the A word. I refuse to be a part of that.
I was really
Got 'em.
hoping the Lions would pull it out,
Right.
dude,
since they
their
haven't been
over
there.
aggressiveness cost them 2 really big games this year: Dallas and this one right here. They have 6 points on the board. But yeah,
Is
anyway,
Is it over
yeah,
already?
it's over. Yeah,
Yeah.
looking at George Kittle, it looks like a rat bird.
Don't you? Hey, you know what, Mayor? We don't need this kind of negativity.
You probably got a point. You got a point.
Dude, yeah, it's written. It's already written. It's way too big of a storyline with freaking Swift and Kelsey that, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Remember, everybody, the NFL's a business, so the more you play into it, that's what you're going to see. Sorry, I said it.
yeah, but they had to
Yeah,
make Baltimore lose today just to change up because everybody figured out their scheme.
Right, everybody figured out, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
But
a
now
lot,
it's all
guys.
red.
game.
So now it'll be 3 straight Super
Yep.
Bowls where a team didn't have a color,
Mhm.
where all 6 teams had a color in the logo. So
Yep. They had to change up the narrative.
Jinx
That's
live.
crazy.
Yeah. So let's talk. I mean, I guess tailgate food. Anybody got any like for content? You guys, without spoiling any secrets, that'll get you copied. Any fun ideas?
I
got
did some of those. I did a video the other day. Trash wings. It was
Mhm.
pretty interesting, and they turned out really. They were good. I've never done them like that, where you put your hot sauce on your wings and then throw them back in the fryer for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And
They were crunchy for sure.
yeah, I actually read an article on that, and it gave me the idea. I was like, I'm gonna try those, and they turned out pretty good. I think it'd been better if I'd have seasoned the wings a little bit, but the recipe, it calls for no seasoning, so I did it that way. But next time I'll do them again, but next time I'm gonna add some seasoning to them for sure.
at the end.
Probably before I fry them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
seasoning,
no.
fry them, sauce, fry
Just
them,
like
a
some
little bit of
AP
seasoning
seasoning.
I thought
sauce.
you already. I thought you already seasoned them before you fried them.
No, I just put them in there naked and fried
Okay,
them, and then
I missed
and
that
pulled
part. I
them
didn't
out
watch.
and
Yeah.
put some sauce on them and threw them back in there.
Okay.
The way the sauce stuck to the wings, it kind of looked like they were seasoned, but they wasn't at all.
I just wanted to mark it just in case he's right.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't really have any tailgate food coming up. I got some jerky. Well, because I got duck jerky and beef jerky going, so some jerky and some jerky. So yeah, it was the first time. I've always done it in the dehydrator, or my dad and I will just hang it and we'll build like a contraption with skewers, and if you just have a fan going on it, so dust and bugs can't get on it, just air dry them like that. So I just did some in my Traeger for the first time, or sorry, my pellet grill for the first time, and yeah, my bad, Damon. I didn't mean to.
there you go.
Nah, we don't need to rep that. They got enough rep. But man, I'll tell you what, dude. I am about some smoked beef jerky.
I have not tried it that way yet.
Yeah,
Dude, it
I've
was
done
my
that
first time
before.
too.
It turns out really good. I like
Really
them
good.
on the
You're right.
pellet grill.
Right.
I did some beef jerky and I did some deer jerky, and they both turned out pretty good.
I was gonna do
Right.
them tonight, but I was gone running around all day, and I didn't want to because I'm doing duck jerky. So I've had the breast marinating for a couple of days. I'm gonna thin slice them. I would imagine they would take close to the same time because duck breasts are red meat. I treat them the exact same way I do steaks, medium rare, blah 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 blah. but it's obviously not the same as beef. So I didn't want to be caught up on the show and then be done. And then I'm just like, oh, the beef's perfect and they're crispy dust. I didn't want to ruin them. So
Yeah. I think the tailgate food I want to do is, and I actually have a recipe that I think if I can find the right one, is do some candied bacon cinnamon rolls where like I do like the cinnamon mixture and all that, and then I put it in with the candied bacon, then I roll it all up and then put some icing and then more of the candied bacon on top. Maybe add a little bit of like some kind of, I don't know, something to the icing too. I don't know, maybe like to pop them off.
Kara did some of those. She did them on like skewers and did like the bacon and the cinnamon roll and like twisted them on a skewer.
Oh yeah. Scale and Taylor.
And then she put
Kara.
Yep. Yeah, they looked really good, and the video did really good too. So
yeah, she instead of rolling them up each individual, she cut them into strips and twisted them with a piece of bacon, and then iced them over.
Yeah, that's a killer idea. Yeah, I'm going for more of a traditional.
Right, I love that idea though. Roll it up with the bacon on the inside with it. Yeah,
yeah. So it's kind of like a meat roll. Yeah, meat cinnamon roll. That's
just spitballing here. Then we're gonna get to the drawing, dude. One of us here. I'm gonna leave it up if whoever gets to it first. Chocolate dip bacon rolled up in cinnamon rolls. That's the one. I promise, dude. Chocolate dip bacon is some of the best stuff you've never eaten.
I feel like it wouldn't be hard to add some chocolate to the candy bacon.
Yeah, just melt down some chocolate, dip the bacon in it, let it dry, sprinkle like a tad bit of cayenne, not enough for a spicy, enough to open up the taste buds on your tongue and taste everything, then roll that up into it. Yeah, I just made it. That happened. You heard it here first.
Well, there you go then.
It's giving me some
crazy
I
plan to do, I told you my favorite thing to do was like the deer poppers, but I had a lot of comments under there that I needed to try it with duck. So I actually...
Yes, duck popper.
I ordered a couple of duck breasts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna thaw them out. And
if you have any buddies who waterfowl hunt down there, that you need to get some wild duck and do it. Oh,
especially some mallard. I know you got the mallard down there.
Right, you got timber mallards for sure down there.
Yeah, I got a buddy that hunts ducks, so I need to hit him up.
Yeah, just say, hey, let me get a couple of breasts, man.
Let me get a daily limit.
Anyway, real quick, folks, we're a little bit over the time, so we're gonna do the drawing. It's all in. Hopefully you guys got it in. Hashtag so good. Bentley, count us down, buddy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Papa needs a new pair of shoes.
I need this. Here it is. My name right here.
Tommy Markwell. Hey.
All right.
Congratulations, Tommy.
Do you already have his information, Tony, or do we need that again?
So. Yep, I believe so.
If not, we'll get a hold of you.
Yeah, I believe. I believe. I'm trying to remember if it was on the book or the gram, but I'll figure it out. It's on one of them.
Right.
Tommy, send me a message. Bring it to the top of the list. So just be like, hey. Yeah.
You're welcome, man. You guys are welcome. It's all for you guys. We're thankful for you guys each and every week.
And obviously, we went over next month's yesterday and
Friday.
It's pretty stacked.
Oh no, we went over. You're right.
Yeah, we went over February's.
I told them. I said there is a lot going on for February.
There's a lot going on, and there's one more still in the works that might.
Right, we just added one more today. As soon as we nail out the finer points of how we're going to present it, there's another one. It just keeps going, folks. It just keeps going.
So help us out by telling your friends. That's all we ask.
Right. Yep. More entries, the more prizes there are to win, folks.
If there's a
That's
prize
the
you want,
rules.
if there's a prize you really want, have your friends enter for you. We don't care.
That's true.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
get,
Hey,
let's
however
get them
you
entries.
look.
Let's get them entries up. Because next month we will be going to probably double. There's probably double prices each show, so the odds will be better than they are.
Right.
So yeah, if we double, we're still going to be the same. So yeah,
Right.
let's go to double.
So Tony, what do you got for Bentley?
Why are you so damn handsome? That's a fair question.
Oof.
I mean, we were all wondering.
Yeah.
Ozempic.
Oh. So, well, I mean, like, dude, you got a job, you got a wife, you got kids, you got this, man. Like, what's the struggle like on the balance side of your side of the creator life?
Well, right now, what sucks is the time change. It gets dark so early, so it's really challenging to try to get a cook in throughout the week. I'm basically having to do it all on the weekends, and kids playing sports. You know, it's been tough here lately to get content made. I feel like I'm behind. I dabbled into the TikTok shop a little bit, and I'm fixing to not do much of that. Because you get behind, they want you to do videos pretty quick once you get the item.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to turn down something that is free. But have any of you guys dabbled into that any?
Nope.
The TikTok shop, man. I don't know if it's a wise thing or not. I get so many messages a day, like, and it's stupid stuff, like a pet groomer or a perfume or stuff that I'm not doing videos on.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like, oh, we found your stuff.
Bentley BBQ, the perfume model on TikTok.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, we've looked at your content, and I'm like, have you? I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like now last night I did finally get offered something like kind of cool, and it was like a bunch of ramen. It was like spicy. But it was like scorching of the earth. I'm like, my kids ain't going to eat this. Like, I mean,
yeah, but you already got it because you don't have to put the sauce on it.
Yeah, but then I'm just going to stick. Hot. But then I just use Unky seasoning.
Yeah, make you some macaroni and cheese or something.
Yeah, I know.
But I kept getting. I had like 4 or 5 people offer me this pet grooming kit, and one of them finally messaged me and said, "Do you not like this pet grooming kit?" I said, "I don't have any pets, and I do food content."
Look, what do you want me to do with it? I'm not grooming myself with it.
Don't worry, Bentley. They found someone. I'm pretty sure Alyssa did that one. Yeah. Now I will say, like, they do. I mean, some of her videos, she did better on those ones because she thought they were like sponsoring them or boosting them or something like that. But
yeah, if you can find one that'll boost the video, that's really the only way I think you're going to sell anything on there. Is if the vendor boosts it, because I've had a couple I did, they only get like 800 or 900 views. I mean, it's crazy.
We get a couple good questions from Raj over there.
Right. What's your TikTok up to, Bentley?
It's at like 314,000 right now.
Nice.
How much was it?
314.
Nice. I am up to 55.7. Was his next question? Is how big are all of ours at? Mine's 55.
They vary greatly. They vary greatly.
Yeah, I just hit 1.2 mil on Instagram.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it don't matter. You still get the same amount of. You still would get 400 views on a video.
I'm lying.
6,600. Woo!
What's like a bottom of the barrel video for you on TikTok? Like if it gets no push whatsoever, does it couple thousand still?
Uh,
I want to beat these
I would
kids.
say like 11 or 1,200 sometimes, man. TikTok's been crazy here lately. Like, I started losing some followers like this week. It went, and it was weird because like Monday morning I was at 314,700, and it went down all the way to 600 and 13,634. And I got like 100 to 150 new followers, but it was staying at that same number. And I normally don't even pay attention to it, but it caught my eye because it went from 314.7 to 0.6, so I kind of started looking at it. So I don't know what's going on. TikTok's been kind of tough here lately.
I feel like how it works is you got to have your big videos, and you got to have them like somewhat close together, because then you get your residual views that kind of spread. So yeah, so sometimes it's really nice to get those like really big videos, and they do just kind of just have that good old trickle effect. So sometimes if I have one that's doing really good, if I have a couple of brand deals to do, like I'll put them like right after that because I know they'll at least get some trickle
Yeah.
effect. I was just curious what your size, because mine it's like 400 like 400 views is about all it is.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy here lately because I've had some videos blowing up on Instagram, and then the same videos didn't do well on TikTok or Facebook. So it's kind of crazy how it all works.
Right. I had one explode on Facebook and not do anything anywhere else. I'm like, what?
Huh.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's frustrating too.
It is frustrating.
Yeah, and that's why ultimately just be happy with your content.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just love just be proud of what you put out there. And I've always been a fan of diversification. If you're making the content, post it everywhere.
Right.
Give yourself multiple chances, and every platform has its own crowd. Because not like there's very few, awesome people like us that have 5-6 different social media platforms.
Right.
But to go back and forth on. So if you get 100 here, 100 there, 100 here, 100 there, 100 there, like it still adds up to like 600 people watched your recipe. Like shit.
Right.
I remember
It's still
as
crazy.
a kid that graduated with 80 something people. Like that's a lot of You put me in a room of that. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Put 600 people in front of you and say, "Let me watch your video." And I got one time you're like, "Oh, that's a lot of people."
Or put 600 people in front of you and say, "Can you cook that for us?"
Yeah. So, hey, Raj, that's good news. Too much.
That is good news.
Yeah, the shorts. I'm telling you, anybody. And also the long form. I'll tell you now, it's a good time to get into it because everyone's chasing that short form money, and not many people are putting the work into that long form because it takes a lot more effort. So if you're willing to put in that work now, hey, we're late in the show. This is for the diehards.
That's true.
They deserve this. Yeah. Lynn, do it as my hobby. There you go. I mean, right there. Vince.
Yeah, I love what you do.
Yeah, but seriously though, like that long form, I'm telling you, I think anybody watching, there's an opportunity there. If you still gotta have a concept, just because you make it doesn't mean you're gonna make it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, folks, it's about that time. I hate to cut it short as always, but it's the end of the weekend, unfortunately.
It's the end of the weekend as we know it. It's the end of the weekend as we know it. And I feel fine.
So, don't forget.
Sorry.
Go support Unky Seasoning. Don't forget about the Give Back giveaway. It is the final countdown. 5 more entries. 5 more, and we add another prize. And someone has the chance to win a special edition for a while Dude Network T-shirt. You will be the only one outside of the Dude Network who gets it. So
Remember, coal-fired pizza oven, Frigidaire 6-pack cooler, Troubadour variety pack, the shirt, special edition shirt. So,
and if we blow past 5 and get a bunch more than that, well, maybe we'll add another one. You never know.
I'll definitely no. There ain't no maybe. Yeah.
No, I know.
I'll
Figure out something.
Let's see how prize hungry everybody is.
A whole
right?
bottle of liquor.
Oh yeah, hey, that's mine. Bentley, before we get too far out,
I'll tell you what. I'll
Thank
send
you.
you $20, man. You can just get
No, I don't even want to look at that name ever again.
What, Ancient Age? This is the same mash bill as Pappy Van Wickle. That's what I'm gonna do.
Bro, you used to be able to get Ancient Age for like
it's
cheap out here, bro.
This bottle, it's a I accidentally bought it. I thought it was a fifth. Here was the handle. It was like $15.99. But I got a content idea I'm going to do with it because it's supposed to be the poor man's. So I'm going to do a side by side with Blanton's. So
at least the one I had back in the day, there's no way.
I've been told from other bourbon drinkers that it's actually a decent nightly sipper for like something you can burn and turn through and not waste money on.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy. Who'd have thought? Hey, you heard it here first, folks.
And also, everybody watching, Benchmark 8. It says right on the bottle, bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's just aged for 4 years.
There you go. And if you want more bourbon content, check out the Dude Network YouTube page. Who do we got this Friday, Tony?
Oh, we got Wisconsin dive bars.
Woo! Gonna be a fun show.
The guy finds he's like my spirit animal. Like, I'm just so excited. He finds the most random ass dive bars. Like, he went to one where it's all made of plywood. Like, that's it. It's called the plywood bar.
Yes.
And there's like the porta potty. There's a porta potty for women, and the men piss like in the bushes out back. And this guy just goes to all these dive bars and eats their food and drinks their beer and features them. And he'll like show where he's at on them. And he's like all over Wisconsin. So, cool. And since Garage Beer has got into Wisconsin, it made sense to welcome our new Garage Beer State members into the Brotherhood. So, yeah.
And Damon and myself will be doing a Foodie news. Cool stuff going on again. Remember that new concept we're introducing y'all to. So come back for that. Everybody, thank you so much for sticking around with us. Bentley, thank you so much again. Oh, real quick, roll out the red carpet for you, man. Where can everybody find you?
Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Bentley.BBQ. BBQ.
Dot.
Yeah, Bentley.BBQ.
Don't worry, he's big enough. If you just type in Bentley BBQ, it'll find him.
Right. If you type in BENT, it's gonna pop up.
Yeah. You need to get that shit up to where you just type in B and they just know it's you, man. Come on, you need to own the letter B.
Like this is only.
Yeah, 2024 goals. Own the letter B. Yeah.
So everybody, thanks,
Bentley.
Thanks again, Bentley. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely, man. Go support Bentley. Go support us. Everybody love everybody, and we will see you next time.